I don't know why. But life isn't fair. That's the reality. A good person in the wrong place, in the wrong time, can end up just a victim of fate and of reality. And it can be horrible and heart-wrenching. But when those bad things happen to people around you, what are you going to do? How are you going to lead? Are you going to get angry? Are you going to get frustrated? Are you going to lash out at people? Are you going to start going down the spiral of negativity? Are you going to let this horrible situation dictate the way you feel and the way you handle it? Are you going to fall over and fall down and fall apart? Or are you going to lead? Are you going to face this issue with courage and with resolution? I say lead. Lead. Step up to the challenge. Be the one that other people look to. Absorb that impact. Absorb that negativity. Draw fire. Draw fire. That's when a member of a platoon, for tactical reasons, steps into the open to draw enemy fire. Maybe to give another part of his team the chance to move or distract the enemy. But that's what I say. Draw fire. Bring that pain to me. I can handle it. When maybe others cannot. When bad things are happening, I am going to try and be the one good thing. The thing standing tall that can be relied upon. Because I know that attitude will spread. It will bolster those around me. And we will fight. And in fighting, we will win. And if not the battle, and if not the war, we will win because our spirit, it will never surrender. And that is the ultimate victory. To hold your head high, and even in the face of inescapable defeat, to stand and to fight. That is to win.
Welcome back to another Winning Wednesday. I'm your host, as always, James, and joining me is my portly fellow friend, Garrett. What's going on, dude?
What is up, my man? How are you?
I'm fucking good, dude. I'm really good, actually.
How's the weather out there?
It's fucking windy as fuck.
Is it? It's been real nice here, man. It's like I'm outside taking in the vitamin D. You know, it's been like 50, 60 degrees here. It was almost up to like 70 the other day.
Well, the good news is I hope that's the case when I'm back in New Jersey next week.
Probably not. It's April 1st. It will come down and it will be like raining and snowing and everything else.
But I think I'll be in Jersey this time next week.
I know. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get us on the slot so we could go up to Skaggs for the night.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I don't know. I'll talk to Cap tomorrow on the show we're doing.
Good.
But Skaggs seems in. I don't know about Alan. He's a cranky old man.
Alan? No, I talked to Alan. Alan's coming.
Ah, nice. So now I'm working on Steve. I even text his wife to see if she'll let him come out and play.
I doubt he'll be able to come. He's a cuck.
She didn't text me back either, so I'm assuming it's probably a hard no.
That's a miserable way to live.
Nah, I don't know, man. Listen, I don't get in other people's shit.
Telling your wife. But We will be together. We will be together once again, my friend, and we're gonna put out some content. Yeah, we're gonna put out some content together with the boys from Two Doomed Men. Alan, my other co-host, will be joining us. It's gonna be a good time. I wish it was live, but unfortunately, it will not be. So it'll be a pre-recorded episode, and we'll put it out when.
It's probably better off it's not live. Putting all of us in the same room.
I mean, way more fun live. You should. We had such a great time when the boys were on. Two Doomed Men were on our show.
Yeah,
the audience. Fun. The audience loved it. We had a great time, and those guys are good dudes. We're gonna have some Jim Leahy special. Hopefully we're not too banged up. I probably won't get too banged up, honestly, because it's 2 days after opening day.
Yeah.
For me, opening day is like
New Year's.
New Year's.
Yeah.
And we'll just say I get a little banged up on opening day, and since I don't drink often,
you'll be feeling it for 2 days.
The day after and then the day after that, I'm dead.
Yeah,
literally dead. So Saturday, I doubt I'll be dabbling in too much drinking. I'll probably smoke a lot of weed like I usually do because that's gonna be rough. But I'm excited to come back home. I hope it's 70 degrees when I'm there because
I hope it is too, man. Not like cruising with the top down, chrome spinning.
Yeah, but 70 degrees to me is like normal. Like
still chilly.
It's still a little chilly. Yeah, like right now. What is it? It says it's 48 on my computer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 49 on my computer. It's a little chilly right now, but it's the morning. It's
still early.
It'll warm up. It's only 9:00. It'll warm up. Let's see what it's supposed to get to today. We're supposed to get up into the high 50s.
All right, that's where we're at right now. Today's high is 57. Yeah, and we're at like 55 right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're warm, but it's noon for you. It's the middle of the afternoon.
Yep.
So wrestling season's over.
I like it. You got your Jersey wrestling on today. I got my Rocky Marciano on today. We're ready to rock.
I had to bust out the Jersey wrestling shirt because over the weekend on St. Patty's Day was the College Wrestling National Tournament.
Great tournament.
And if you happen to catch me and Garrett's pre-show when I hit live and I didn't hit the timer because we're idiots, we were talking about it. And it was a really cool event. And Jersey got one national champ, which was very weird. Normally there's 2 or 3. Usually they're at the top of the list as far as national champs per state. New Jersey is usually up at the top. This year, they only had one Pat Glory from Randolph, New Jersey, which happens to be the same town my mother grew up in.
And he goes to Princeton. He's an Ivy League boy. He's one of them. My boy's wicked smart.
Well, he went to Del Barton, too. He's a Del Barton kid. 4-time state finalist, 2-time state champ in the state of New Jersey. He's a stud and unbelievable mental game this kid has and a true warrior. And he went up and shook Donnie's hands after the match, and it was glorious. It was glorious. You could see Donnie; he genuinely gives a shit. Like he was paying attention. Like,
wasn't it the first time that the president went to like the wrestling finals? I think it was something like that, and it was cool watching him. Go up to the president. He's like, "Dude, this means so much to me. Like, this is awesome." The other thing that's nice about that is he is from a blue state and goes to an Ivy League school in a blue state and loves himself some Donnie T. That just goes to show everything's bullshit.
Well,
that's like the trifecta, bro. You're in a blue state. You're going to an Ivy League school in a blue state.
I mean, Garrett, I will be real. And there are a lot of liberals in New Jersey. Don't get me wrong.
1,000%.
But
not where I live.
But that's the thing. Like
America.
I'm from New Jersey. I grew up there.
Yeah.
And most people I know are pretty fucking conservative. Most people I know are Donnie fans. Like again. Like none of this, like, yeah, there are some liberals, but
there are in the cities, and then there's, but this is the problem, especially in New Jersey. A lot of people are very conservative, but like if you put them in another state, they would still be considered, I guess, liberal. It's like it's like a California conservative. You put them in Texas, it's like, whoa, easy there, lefty.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
What's your yes? What's your no?
I think I think there are some people that, are conservative for New Jersey standards and would be liberal in Texas. Yes, I think that's the case. But I do also, like I said, the majority of the people that I know
are conservative,
are very conservative, like gun-toting Americans, like freedom-loving, gun-toting Americans. And,
like this guy.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to the range tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna test out the Hellcat. We're gonna test out the P365 and a Glock 43X.
Love them all. I actually my 43X I had Saturday.
So Mick Dick Punch from the Patriot Party podcast, he brought his SIG P365 SAS.
Nice gun, great gun.
Out to Vegas, and his wife drove it out here, and this thing was beautiful. The sights were unbelievable. They were so different. And the SAS is like their anti-snag.
Yep. Did you shoot the Hellcat yet?
No, I haven't. And I was talking to the guy. I was talking to the guy last week. He's like, you either love it or you hate it. There's no. The Hellcat's very polarizing. There's no in between. Some people love it.
It's like me. You either love me or you hate me.
Yeah, I hate you. You're a piece of shit.
Know. You love me. Stop
you're
it.
a piece of shit.
Stop it. You love me.
No, I don't.
Don't lie to the public.
Fuck out, you piece of garbage.
Dude, I've seen your hands. They're trash, bro. I ain't worried about it.
Bro,
no, your hands are trash, bro.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. You may be able to tap me out because you're a fucking black belt, and I'll take you down to the ground.
That's okay.
And you'll submit me, but. I will throw hands with you, and give me a solid 30 seconds, and I'll throw hands, and then I'm dead.
Don't talk to me like your girlfriend.
What? Like my girlfriend talks to me?
No, like you talk to her. I'll give you a solid 30 seconds, lady.
Very true. Fair. That's what I say. She's like, babe, we don't have time. I'm like, 30 seconds is not a long fucking time. 30 seconds is not a long time. Not a long time. Not a long time.
It happens to the best of us, buddy.
But give me 30 seconds, a solid 30, dude, and I will fucking put it on. After 30 seconds, my hands will be on my knees, and I'll be dead.
That's all right.
A solid 30, I got him. But where was I going with that?
Conservatives, Jersey. Oh no, we started talking about the Hellcat.
Oh, so yeah. So I'm gonna go test that out, and it's gonna be. I'm pretty excited. We're gonna get our CCWs. I don't even have a Nevada ID right now.
Yeah,
so much Jersey ID. I got to switch that out.
I got my CCW last week.
Oh, it finally came in. Good.
It did. Nice. Now I just got to see what's comfortable. I had it in the waistband, and I was walking and I was using it, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it, so I might go with a real tight outside the waistband that's still concealable, and it just feels more comfortable because inside the waistband it's pointing at your junk, man, and I don't know if I'm not comfortable with a loaded firearm pointing at my dick all day.
So
I'm just not. I'm not. Like, I put it on. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this all day. I hit a bump. My fucking gut hits it. Something happens,
So appendix carry. That's what I've been studying a lot lately. And appendix carry is definitely the most efficient carry. And I'm with you, dude, because you carry one in the chamber, but at the same time, it's the
most concealable. But I think, what do they call it? Like a 3 o'clock on your hip. Like 3 o'clock. That's probably the most efficient grab. Yeah, it's probably most efficient grab. Appendix carry in the front, lifting the shirt high, pulling out.
I think 4 o'clock. You still have to lift up the shirt 3, 4 o'clock.
Oh, you're gonna have to lift up the shirt for concealed no matter what. But I think it's just more natural of a movement coming up your side than coming up the front, pulling. And I mean, you still come up and meet. I think it's just preference and how you train, man.
If I did 3, 4 o'clock, I would still do inside the waistband.
You would, but I mean, but this is the thing. You actually have to put it on, sit in the car, walk around with it on, see how it feels. And you're just like, that's what I've been doing is like, even at home before I was carrying, I would like put it on for a little bit just so I got used to like sitting up, sitting in the couch, moving around, getting in the truck, out of the truck, because it is uncomfortable. No matter how you slice it, it is uncomfortable.
Well,
And
so
it is a giant responsibility. So, I would like to feel as safe and as comfortable for my giant responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
100%. But the way I look at it is if it's not comfortable, you're not going to wear it. If it's not comfortable, so you have to find something that's comfortable for you. Are you using just a single holster, or do you have a sidecar?
I have a sidecar, I think, on the one.
So I've heard that the sidecar with the attached.
Oh, no. I don't have the back. No, I don't. I have a single. I don't.
Yeah.
I have like, there's this thing. It's like a little kickback that actually holds like your pants out.
Yeah. That's I know.
So it doesn't turn.
People holster.
I do not. I actually have a, what is it? I'll look exactly. A local law enforcement guy made it for me. It's got my logo on it and shit. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, we did it. We did a straight up trade. I did a private for him and he made me a holster.
Oh, that's a fair trade. It
was awesome. Yeah. So he was getting good work and I was getting what I needed. So it worked out well for both of us.
From what I'm researching is the sidecar, the attached sidecar, it's a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with appendix carry for you and I is we're a little chunky in the waistband.
I'm sturdy, baby.
A little fat. You have a little belly moving around.
My belly's not that big anymore. It's just thick.
Yeah, you got a dad bod, dude. And
father figure, dickhead.
And you got a dad bod. And
father figure.
And that's not comfortable. It's jamming into your stomach because you're not you don't have a flat stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest concern with appendix carry. I'm a little chunky, little fat boy. So I'm hoping that I can find a comfortable holster. I've got a couple of suggestions from people.
So I'm gonna send you something right now. This is it's an outside the waistband, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do outside the waistband.
But just fucking hear me out. Will you shut up already?
I'm listening. Get fucked.
You piece of shit.
So this is what my buddy sent me that carries all the time. He's a trooper. He has inside the waistband, outside the waistband, leather, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I was carrying the inside waistband. He goes, try this. It's a super low profile. He brought it, clips onto your belt. He had the Glock 43 in there, a little bit chunkier, right? But I put it on and it sat very well, wasn't digging into me, all that other stuff. And for the price, you can't fucking beat it, man.
Well,
now this is another thing you don't think about, right? So say, like I have guys that train and they come in, they carry, and a lot of times you can't get your what's it called? Get your holster off very easily once you put it on, like it's to you. So they actually carry like the inside the waistband holster. So instead of taking their whole holster off, they just take the gun out, put it in their inside the waistband holster, and then we'll put it in like a lockbox at the gym or whatever. So this way it's just out of sight, out of mind. So this way, you can keep your holster on, unholster. You have like an inside the waistband holster that you just click it back in. So now it's also, it's also secure. And then we put it in something else. So a lot of guys carry two holsters. So you have one, and then you have like you're like, oh, I'm not wearing it, put it in there. So then you can put it away. So the gun is still secure.
So yeah, I'm really gonna have to do a lot of training with the holsters. That's something that I'm spending.
And that's the too is even when you do the training, like not a lot of people are like, even when you're doing like live fire drills and stuff, not everybody's using, even if you carry inside the waistband, like you're not using that as a pull. You usually have it on your side when you're doing training drills.
See, that's the thing. They're training wrong. You have to train how.
It's not training wrong. It's just that they do both, but it's a comfortability thing, man. Yeah, you're doing training drills, you're doing reps like this, and you're just pointing that gun at your dick, man. I don't know. I just in my head, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this.
The gun's not going to fire unless you hit the trigger.
Oh, really? I did not know such things, James. James just got his fucking freedom back last week, and now he's fucking telling me how to do shit. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at him. I love it. I love it. You know what, though? I'm very excited for you because now you can do big boy stuff again.
Yes, I'm very excited. And
just don't vote for Obama again, please. That was a big mistake.
It was a terrible mistake. That was a terrible. I should have voted who I wanted to vote for and voted for Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
Right. So I wanted to vote. My parents.
That motherfucker's been right so many times.
So right. So fucking right.
I know.
It's unbelievable. But I think it all comes down to comfort. Comfort is the most important thing. But at the same time, from every expert that I've been studying, they all recommend appendix carry. Every single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many choices. It's either appendix or on the side. I mean, you have the guys that carry all the time, like law enforcement. They usually still carry on their side. They're not going appendix carry. Now, I have some guys that are bigger that like to carry in the back.
I heard that's the worst spot to carry.
It is, but I know some guys that like to carry back there because it's the most comfortable for them because they can get in and out of the car, they can sit, and they can reach behind. Now, me, I have T-Rex arms. I can't reach the middle of my back, so that's not a good choice for me. Appendix, I can reach right there. On the side, I can reach right there. I think it's just all personal preference.
That's the thing. So, like, when I start training, I'm going to be training appendix to see if I feel comfortable. Obviously, it's going to take a few reps to get really comfortable because you're right. You're pointing a loaded gun at your cock.
Yeah. So on next week's Winning Wednesday, James will be down one testicle.
No, I'd blow off my whole dick. My luck.
You ain't got that good aim that close.
Listen, I can still hit 2 inches from a centimeter away. I can hit 2 inches.
Yes.
But no, it's something that I'm going to train heavily, and it's something that I'm working on currently with dummy rounds and things like that.
No, that's smart. A smart way to do it.
Because I want to get comfortable. I want to practice. I haven't been able to own a firearm, so I didn't want to continue to practice and get really good at and not be able to buy a gun. Like, it was really frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that I could do, and I'm probably going to put out some content about this because I am fairly new to firearms and weapons, and I want to do. I've spoken to Mick to Dick Punch. When he comes out, we're going to do some class. He's gonna teach me some shit about shoesting. Guy can shoot a dick off from over a mile away. Guy knows a thing or two about shoesting.
He would be a good person to learn from.
So. Yeah, he's going to teach me a few things. He's already, we're already on the phone. He's already given me some drills to work on and things like that.
Yeah, man.
But, it's very important, especially after that lady broke into my house. It's something that is on my mind constantly. I'll never, ever, ever be unprepared for a situation like that again. Mm-hmm. It's been driving me nuts that I was so unprepared for a situation like that. And, yeah, never again. Never again will that happen. I will be prepared in every aspect of that situation, and I'm very excited. I'm excited to learn. This is something that I can do with my neck. This is something that I can get better at and not have to worry about injuring myself. And it's a new challenge.
What I really enjoy about it, because like I'm a student of the combat arts, right? And you were a student of combat arts, but I've been a student of combat arts since I was like 5 years old, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing I really enjoy about the firearms training is it's like I'm a white belt or a blue belt all over again. Yes. And I just want that. I thirst for that info. Like, do you hold it like this? How do you stand like this? Do you relax like this? Do you draw from here? What kind of holster you? Like, I'm getting that new, fresh information that it just excites me because that's, I've always been about defending myself, defending my family. I don't know if I had like a past life where I was like in the Mongolian horde or something and I had to fight for freedom all the time, but something in my brain just has been training me to be able to prepare myself to defend myself since I was little,
be a warrior. My great grandfather was a general for the North in the Civil War.
Was he?
And guess what his name was?
James
Curry.
Yeah, buddy.
General James Curry for the North in the Civil War.
Did he have a sweet red beard?
I don't know.
Dude, we gotta look it up. We gotta find this.
My sister stupidly, after I repeatedly told everybody in my family, don't get the DNA shit. Don't do it.
Well, I know. I screwed up before all that too. I get it.
I didn't do it. I bought it once and I looked at it. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Dude, it sat on my counter for like a year. My sister's like, you got to do it. It's better for like the male's G line or something. And I'm like, why don't you do it?
No,
I got totally duped. My sister psyoped me.
No, so my sister did it, and then she did like our lineage and like started looking up our.
It changes all the time too.
Our family history. What do you mean it changes?
So they update. The more database they get, the more information they get, the more updated the thing goes. So my actually like genealogy has changed probably in the past 3 years multiple times from like what regions we come from and everything else. Like you start seeing a slide on the map as they're getting more info.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah, no, it is. Cool thing is though, fun fact: Goldsberry clan has been in the United States before it was even a country.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, the Goldsberries have been, I think, since the late 16 to early 1700s, or maybe the late 1500s to 1600s was the first settlers from our family.
I don't know how far the Curry clan goes, but I do know we go as my sister traced back to the Civil. She lost the trace after General James Curry from the Civil War. She can't find anything after that, or before that, I should say.
It's also crazy the amount of fucking like seventh cousins I have all over the fucking country.
Really? There's other Goldsberries?
They're not even Goldsberries. They're different names that I've never even heard in like our family. Like there's other like family names that I'm like, oh, that's part of our family. That's part of our family, right? But there's people out there that they're like, this person is your fifth cousin or your sixth cousin. So it would be like my great grandfather's sister's cousin's brother. Like we're related down the line, but we all came from like the same pool.
Yeah, some grandfather or grandmother.
Slanging.
Yeah, some just popping out of vaginas.
Slanging
Some Goldsberries.
Yeah.
But no, I think about that all the time, dude. I think about, is my purpose to be a warrior? Like I've always felt that way. Like I was meant to be in battle. Like it's just like an urge that I've always had to go into combat, to do physical type combat activities. And then I think about my grandfather. He was a general in the Civil War, like not a fucking just a pleb, a private. He was a general calling shots in the Civil War for the North. And I wonder if we're in the second Civil War and I'm just him reincarnated.
Well, dude, it's weird because like if you want to go down that lane, like with phobias, right? So like if you have like this, like we've talked about heights before, right? Was it like one of our ancestors got thrown over like the Tower of London, and we're like, bro, that got passed on somehow. Like their son or daughter watched it happen, and they're like, I'm not going up there.
Heights
like,
isn't a good example because
fear of spiders.
Yeah, that's a better one. I
have a fear of spiders too. Like one of us get bit by one, like down the ways, and now all of a sudden, like we're like, nope, no spiders, don't like them. Snakes.
So there was a camel spider in my house once.
Oh God.
Yeah, at my old house, it was a camel.
I remember you telling me that. Sorry, I lose my shit. Did you burn the house down and leave,
dude? So luckily, it was like stuck upside down.
Like
on its back. Yeah, it was on its back.
You figure those things wouldn't be as like agile as shit. You ever
they run like 30 miles an hour. They run. I
know, and then all you gotta do is flip it over.
So it was on its back. Thank God, because we called our exterminator. We're like, yo,
how big was it? Show me your hands. Oh, I thought they were like this. Like you see those pictures, like people in Iraq and shit with those big ass camel spiders.
The body was like the size. This is the body,
like around.
Yeah, that was the body, and it had legs. It was a nice sized spider. It was big.
So it was like a ballpark Frank running around with legs.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that long. No. It was like a ball. It was like. It was like a ball. But it was upside down, thankfully, because we called our exterminator, and he's like, "Did you guys kill it? Because those things are fast as fuck."
Fast as fuck, boy. We need to get that. We need to get that button. Fast as fuck, boy. Yeah,
I got to get that pad. But I was like, yeah, thankfully it was upside down, and I went and I literally drowned it in Raid. I took the whole thing.
Put the torch.
I literally was pouring the fucking bottle of Raid on this thing.
Yeah.
Drowned it in Raid, and it died. It was terrifying. And then I was walking my dog, and I saw a tarantula one time.
Oh, they got him out by you, right?
It had a little burrow by some lady's house.
Oh,
yeah,
no, man. That's not my speed, man.
And then one time I was walking my dog, and I was in my phone, and I hear a
rattlesnake
sitting in my neighbor's driveway. There's a big 5-foot rattlesnake, giant S-winder, one of those sidewinders.
Dude, that's right. Like living in the desert, there's so many things that are gonna kill you.
Yeah, but they're in New Jersey too. You just don't think about it. Like
rattlesnakes, there's a lot around Eastern Diamondback, bro.
Yeah, rattlesnakes in New Jersey. There's there's brown recluse spiders.
There is. So living in New Jersey, how many rattlesnakes have you seen in the wild?
None.
Okay. How many have you seen in Nevada?
One
more than New Jersey.
But I also
how many brown recluses you seen in New Jersey?
Quite a few actually.
Have you?
Quite a few, yeah. And I've seen black widows in New Jersey as well.
Yeah, no, and they're out by you too. I haven't seen any like real black widows out this way. A brown recluse I've probably seen a handful of times. Definitely ain't seen no tarantulas.
No, I've never. Someone had a pet tarantula and I left their house. I said, I'm not staying here. I'm getting the fuck out. I left. I literally left their house. I was like, I'm not staying.
Like spiders, man.
No, you have a pet spider? Yeah, Jeff in the chat. You ever seen the videos of people eating tarantulas? Yeah, those people can get fucked, Jeff. Those people can get fucked. I hope somebody puts a bullet in the back of their head. Those psychopaths. Those fucking psychopaths.
Dude, it's the same thing like when you watch them grab the bats and just bite the heads off of them. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Fuck all of you, dude.
You're
eating the live spider. It's a live spider. It's crawling around. And you just pick it up. And it's like crawling in your mouth.
Like, you ever see them eat the scorpions? Where it's like hanging off, like stinging them, and they're just
fuck
like,
you, die.
But that also shows the savagery of human beings.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care how savage we are.
I don't want to know. I don't. No, I'm not about that life. I'm not.
I'm good.
I'm not about eating the bugs.
Hard pass on that. No, it's disgusting. Like a spider.
You ever step on one and you just see it squish and you're like, that's in your mouth, bro.
Dude, the cockroaches, the crickets,
I know.
Fuck that.
No, I might be able to hammer a cricket in need.
I don't even like the way crickets look. Crickets look gross.
No, they're creepy as shit, but like if I was starving, I could probably hammer one of them.
Nah, no shot.
No
shot.
I don't know. I mean,
I will never eat the bugs. I will never.
I don't want to eat Z-bugs, but like maybe if we like deep fried them a little bit. I mean, you can deep fry anything.
There's no seasoning or frying that you can do.
Put a little fucking dough on it, and then we shake it in the box. You ever see it like Mexico? They put them in the bag. So I used to have a bearded dragon, and we used to like put protein powder on the crickets and like shake them up and feed them to them. If we literally like, let's think about it. Maybe if we smoked them on the Traeger.
Nope. Hard. Nope. Not happening. I am not eating.
It'll be like French fries.
You can go hang out with Klaus Schwab and eat your bugs. I'm gonna fucking eat my stecks. I'm gonna eat my stecks and my potatoes. My stecks. My stecks and potatoes.
Good, man.
No, people eat snakes too. Like people eat rattlesnakes.
Dude, I know.
What is wrong with you? I actually.
What is wrong with you? He says.
I've actually had alligator.
And I've had alligator too.
Not that bad. I've had frog's legs. Not that bad. I've had frog's legs. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, they were pretty good. So I went on a cruise, and it's like you can order whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, all right, well, I'm never going to eat this ever again. Like, I'm not going to go out and be like, all right, let me spend my hard-earned money on some frog's legs. Like, I'm not going to
amphibians.
I'm not going to do that. But Yeah, Jeff said rattlesnake is so good. Jeff, fuck you.
Jeff, I mean, listen, I mean, I don't know. Isn't there a lot of little bones in there, Jeff?
In a rattlesnake, they don't have
Like-
bones.
They got a skeleton. Right?
I don't know, dude.
That's why
I
I'm
don't
asking
know.
Jeff. I think they have a skeleton.
How do they
got
get
muscle.
all fucking? There's no way they can curl up the
Oh,
way
they
that they
bend. They got a long spine. They're flimsy. Listen,
Who's a snack expert?
we need a snack expert.
Yeah, he
Jeff,
said
get
his
back to-
ex-father-in-law would bring back rattlesnakes from hunting trips. Do they? That doesn't answer my question, Jeff. Does it have a spine? Is there bones in
Yeah,
the
man.
rattlesnake?
There's got to be. Otherwise, it would just be
he
like
said,
death.
he said, yeah, they have bones, but you debone it, you dumbass. Well, listen,
No,
Jeff,
but
I
listen,
am
no.
not a
This is
fucking
my point.
snack expert.
Yeah, no, but this is my point. Like, you have trout, and trout have a ton of little bones in them. Like, you gotta like.
you gotta-
That's what I'm saying. Is it like a trout? You gotta be like spitting the bones.
I don't know, but it doesn't sound appetizing.
I wouldn't eat a
Like
rattlesnake, so I'm just saying.
I think a water boy, like when they're eating the fucking bow python. Yeah, the bones are small like fish.
Okay.
That's aren't small like fish.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's what I was asking. That's what I was trying to get at there, Jeff.
So I think of like the rattlesnake or the bow python on the table with the apple in his mouth.
Yes, exactly.
And water boy. That's what I think of. And
Mama said. Mama said.
Oh, mama doesn't know won't hurt her.
Exactly.
Got a tattoo of Roy Orbison on my ass cheek. But no fucking way. Like, I mean, listen, if you put me in a situation where I have to eat something, like I'll a snack I could do. I couldn't do crickets. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do a tarantula. Couldn't do no bugs. I'll be able to cook a snack and slice that up and make it look like a nice one of those bone-in steaks that have the bone in the middle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I got Donnie Trump on the Facebook talks, on the Facebook live comments. He was, I think, when we were talking about holsters, he said solid 30. The overhang gets in the way.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm worried about. My overhang, my fat boy, chub right here. Look at this. We do the truffle shuffle. That's what I'm worried about, being comfortable. But again, that also gives me motivation to not eat like shit and cut down and get back in shape.
I agree. My other problem is I'm sturdy, so like even if I cut down, like I'm still like I'm thick and I got short arms, so it's just like I'm as wide as my door now when I stand up. Like I got to turn sideways to get through the fucking door.
You're fucking and you're like 5 foot tall,
dude. Yeah, I know. I'm like SpongeBob. I'm like
can't wait
SpongeBob,
to see
4x4.
I cannot wait to stand next to you. Like I want a picture of me in between you and Alan. Like,
dude, I'll look like I'm fucking. I swear to God, I'll look like I'm like Manute Bol.
I don't know who that is.
Next to Alan.
But
remember that like 7'4" guy that played in the NBA?
No.
Manute Bol?
No, I don't. I'm not a big NBA guy, but
neither am I, but I know who the fuck Manute Bol is.
How tall are you, Garrett? 5'5"?
5'6", yes.
That sucks.
Yeah, you're like 5'7", so shut up.
I'm 5'10".
Dude, you definitely are not. We are taking a picture. Look at the picture of me, you, and Dr. Peter McCullough.
I'm I'm a whole head taller than you.
You definitely are not. Pull it up. You got it somewhere?
Not on me, but it's somewhere.
It's somewhere in the universe.
It's somewhere in Instagram, but I have to scroll down. I have no idea. But there's no way. I'm definitely fucking.
There's no way. Pull it up, dude.
I'm looking for it, dude. 'Cause I don't have it on the computer.
No, I know. That was a good picture too. We had a good time.
It was a fucking great time.
We had a good time out there. Thick. Yep, that's right, Donnie. I love that his name's Donnie Trump too. He's got his little Punisher thing out there.
I fucking love that guy. Thick. Yeah. I have no fucking idea. I'm still scrolling and And this is almost a year and a half ago there, Garrett. This is so fucking long ago.
It's been a while. I know. We got to do another trip, another conference. That was fun.
Oh, I know we got to do another event, but it's tough. It's tough for me to travel with Marley. That's the problem.
I get it. It's tough for me to travel with like businesses and kids and shit too.
But yeah, but Marley's a handicapped dog.
You're fucking handicapping. I got to bring you around.
Listen.
It's true.
You can shut the fuck up.
True.
You can shut the fuck up. I may be retarded, but that doesn't
right.
mean
That's why I take care of you, buddy.
That doesn't
That's
make
why
it
I
okay
take care of you.
to be mean to me.
I'm not being mean to you. I'm very nice to you. I
You're
make sure you don't hurt yourself.
You're so mean.
You know what to
me.
do with your hands.
No, I definitely.
At all times.
Nah, that is not true. I have no fucking clue.
Start talking too much and pinch you in the side.
I have
Shut you
no
up.
clue. I have no clue.
Oh, you're gonna have to make me bring this up. God damn it!
I'm looking for it, dude.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm getting closer. I found Dallas content. Yeah, I found Dallas content.
Oh, now we're in.
I got it.
Do you?
Yeah, dude, my neck is hunched, but yeah, I'm a good.
Oh, now your neck is, dude. Put it on the screen.
I have.
AirDrop it to yourself. I don't care what you got to do. Email it to yourself. I want a general consensus on this. You are not 5'10".
I am 5'10". 100%.
You are not 5'10".
I'm 5'10". I got measured as a doctor.
With what? Your stilettos on? You want to tell me about your drag show?
I'm 5'10".
You are not.
I am.
Let me see this. How tall was Justin? Because Justin was a big boy.
Justin, I think, was 6'3".
Yeah, he was a big boy.
You're up to my eyebrows, dude. So
all right, how much you got left? You got a 5 head after that,
and my neck is.
Do you have a 5? Oh, now it's
my posture is terrible because of my neck. Like I have.
No, that's very true. So you're 5'9".
Okay, so with my posture, I'll give you that. That I'll give you. I'm 5'9" with my posture.
So you're really only 2 inches, 3 inches taller than me.
If I stand up straight, I'm 5'10".
If you stand up like a giraffe.
If I, put my back.
Let me see it. Show your posture. There we go.
Yeah, my neck is hunched forward. My posture is terrible.
All right, just bring it up so everybody knows I was right. You were wrong.
You're not right.
I am definitely right.
You're up to my eyebrows.
Yo, like maybe in high school you're 5'10", but with your little accidents and everything else, you're definitely 5'8.5".
I'm gonna beat you up. Keep talking shit. Wait till I see you. You have to drive 2 hours with me in the passenger seat.
That's all right.
I am suicidal. I will kill you.
James, do you understand something? I drive very long distances with 3 kids in the back of the car. You're easy pickings.
I will punch you in the dick while you're driving.
See, that's just violence. I don't condone that.
I want violence.
I want violence, he says.
Bring it on. I want all of the violence. All of it.
That's because you don't get it anymore. I get it every day.
All of it. Yeah.
That's all right.
I don't get none of it. And I watched the fights this weekend. I don't know if you saw them.
I saw some of them. I was catching them like in and out because they were early, right?
Bro. Yeah, they were early. Bro. Those were some good fucking fights.
They were some good fights. They had
holy crap. They were
Would Gunnar Nelson win by armbar?
Yeah, he submitted him really fucking quick.
I used to train with him back in the day.
Gunnar?
He was an animal, bro. He got his black belt in like 3 years. He came from like Iceland, trained at Henzo's for like 3 years straight, got his black belt.
Henzo actually just liked one of my posts.
Yeah, he does. He sees us every once in a while.
He liked one of my posts. He was like, oh, it was one of my Big Mike posts. Big Mike!
Right now, dude, Henzo's based as fuck.
No, the fights are unbelievable, but every time I watch the fights, I'm literally like a crackhead. I'm like, oh, I just want to fucking get in there and I just want to beat people up. And I'm like Tyrone Bigham's over here.
Biggums.
I really am. I'm like a crackhead.
Yo, you ever see that guy that goes around with the shoulder pads on and just starts dropping people?
No.
You never seen that?
No, I saw a guy named Tyrone go around and he's like, I'm Tyrone.
No, that's where he would like smack smokes out of mouths and like do that type of stuff.
Is it the same dude?
No, it's dude, this guy's way bigger than him, and he goes and like he's in full shoulder pads. I gotta try to find it. He's in full shoulder pads, and he'll walk up and he'll be like, "You James Curry?" And you'd be like, "Yeah," and he will just fucking bang take you out because he does it to like people that don't like pay their child support and shit. He like goes around, fucking laces them when they're like shitty dads or like they do something fucked up, and he has people. He just goes up and he's like, you know. You Nick Marabella, sweet, bang, and just like laces him like full blown tackle. He's the size of like a Division I defensive tackle.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, that would be terrible, right?
Jeff's like, yo, that slow-mo shot of the snot coming out of the dude's nose that Justin Gaethje fought.
Oh, dude, that was brutal. That was insane.
Great fight. Fiziev is a monster.
He is
an absolute monster. Like, I'll tell you right now, the beginning of the fight, the first round and into the second round, like he really Fiziev tired out in the third, and this is what I thought might happen because Justin Gaethje his last 3 fights were title shots, so
he's durable as shit.
He not only does he have one of the best chins in MMA, but he's got a gas tank like nobody else, and just goes nonstop.
I was watching, not to cut you off, but I was watching the replay of him and Ferguson fight, and they had like it close up, and to hear his punches hitting Tony Ferguson, dude, it was like firecrackers going off, like wah, 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 and you're hearing it like just hit the beat. You're like,
did you watch Gaethje Fiziev this weekend? Did you watch that fight?
I caught like bits and pieces of it because I was at the bar and I could only see like.
Dude, so Fiziev was the more powerful and faster striker than Justin Gaethje. Think about that. Justin Gaethje is so explosive and he's so fast and so powerful with his punches that like it wasn't even close. Like Fiziev was so much faster and so much more powerful and crisper with his punches. Like just in the first 2 rounds, I was like, man, Gaethje's in some trouble. Like if this guy lands a punch, I don't know if that chin's gonna hold up.
Yep.
And man, it was an unbelievable fight.
He won that fight, Gaethje.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he won that fight.
Well, I think when it comes to one of those testaments of like a guy like what's that? How do you pronounce his name? Fiziev, like that guy is so explosive, so fast, so strong, and then he throws everything in the kitchen sink, and you're still standing. That's what happens sometimes to those guys. They're like, why? Everybody else fell. Everybody else has fallen.
Not just that. Gaethje has done multiple 5-round fights, and this is a 3-round fight. So Fiziev, he's knocked out everybody. Literally, he's knocked out everybody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's like, everybody else has fell. How is this guy still standing here?
I was saying, and it sucks because our good friend Justin, rest in peace. We were going to start doing watch parties. For all the fights. Like that was one of the things that we planned on doing, is just doing watch parties like Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo and Brendan Schaub do.
Fight companions.
Yeah, where they just watch the fight, and you don't watch the fight with them, but you get to see the reaction as they're discussing the fight, which is pretty cool to watch in my opinion, because I love Joe Rogan's commentary on the fights. I think he's one of the best.
But even like when you get a bunch of guys that have like been training or fighting that have been in there, like you watch the fights together, it's a way different like view or you're looking at it through a way different lens than your average fighter. And like you don't have to explain the certain things. You could just be like, yo, you see that footwork? Oh, you see him step that way? And you're like, oh, like you don't have to be like, the reason he is standing here and then making this turn is to get out of the way. Like us, you'd be like, oh, see him dipping his shoulder, he's gonna get caught with the right. But if I could see it, this guy can see it, and then you see the head kick, bang.
Just like the Monday morning quarterback. Well, just stand up.
It was funny. It's actually really funny. I did an intro yesterday afternoon in my day class, and
turn off your boner phone.
No, I know. I did. I thought it was off.
Garrett's getting texts for gay sex.
Yep. So, no, I just get excited when I get a call.
About a piece of garbage, you fucking fag.
So then that's a good one. Fucking Beetlejuice. So, what's it called? I had an intro come in, and they were big, like MMA fans. And then we were doing like some guard passing drills and like side control of like, all right, shrimp, put the guy back in guard or whatever. And then I'm like, all right, you're going to put me back in guard. And they're like, And I'm like, yeah, now you feel like a Momo for telling everybody to stand up, right? And they're like, dude, it's so much harder than it. I'm like, I know. Like, if these guys could just stand up, they would. Like, when you have another human being that knows how to put weight on you and hold you and take, like, you're not getting up.
Yep. Nope.
You're helpless.
I tell people, I'm like, yo, watch like traditional wrestling, like high school and college wrestling. And these guys aren't even on their back. They're on their hands and knees. And
you can't stand up.
And these guys cannot stand up. They cannot get out. Like for 2-3 minutes, sometimes they cannot.
Somebody's just riding them
the whole time and just dominating. And you're like, bro, I'll tell you right. It's
both guys know how to wrestle.
They're both very good. They're high level wrestlers, especially at the college level. It's unbelievable to see some of these guys get ridden out for that long. Because growing up as a wrestler, one of the things that was like, if you're gonna take bottom, you got to get up. Like you got you got to get that point. Like you got to get that point.
Yeah,
you cannot let anybody hold you down.
Give me, like, let's go.
Yeah, should be a give me, exactly. But I'll tell you right now, like there's a few guys that I've trained with in wrestling, but mostly in MMA because I'm not on my back as much in wrestling. But in MMA more so.
I mean, vice versa. You mean you're not on your yep.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And wrestling, you're not on your back that much, but in MMA or in jits, I've never felt so helpless. So I used to train with my he was a D1 wrestler for Columbia and very good, took third in the state in New Jersey, and he got much better in college than he was in high school. He was much better in college. But Eric Fajardo is a good friend of mine, and I was helpless, dude. Like I've trained with some of the best fighters in the world. Like I've been like
a guy that can wrestle and get on your back and hold you down. Like
I've never felt like, and I've wrestled with some really, really high level wrestlers as well. Some very high level wrestlers. And I was a high level wrestler myself. And these guys, dude, I couldn't do anything. Like there was nothing. And I've been training and doing this literally since I was 4 fucking years old. And I'm like, he's like, bro, do something.
Sit outs aren't working. My knee bounds aren't working.
He's literally like, bro, do something. I'm like, why? I'm like, why? I'm literally saying, I'm like, why? I'm like,
so you can counter it and just hug me again.
So you could smother me even more so I can't breathe. Like, fuck you. Cause like, not only that, like I'm a wrestler, so I hate being on my back. Like I'm not like in jujitsu. That's one thing that I really struggled with, like getting comfortable on my back, like especially inside. Like guard was a little easier because there wasn't as much pressure. But if someone got to side control, I hated it. Like you get put so much pressure on somebody's chest and make it so difficult for them to breathe, especially if they're fucking with your airways. Like people put their hands over their mouth. Oh yeah, those are great tactics.
You're sitting there,
absolutely,
trapping your arm.
And your head is just they have all their body weight on top of you. You can't fucking breathe. You're like. And you're gassed. Like you've been doing live for fucking 5 minutes already. You're gassed and you just can't breathe. And he's just like, yeah, do something. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm giving you everything I got and I got nothing. Like I'm giving you everything I got. And there's some people that are like that, dude. There's some people like that are that good that you're not getting, like no matter how much you train, how hard you work, there's some guys that are just better than you. And that should be a goal for you to strive to get there, to get better. Like, all right, cool. Like I thought I was really good. And
or at least be able to survive with that dude for 5 minutes.
Exactly. Like I thought I was really, really, really good. Like I can hang. Like I said, I trained with Jim Miller when he was number 2 in the world, and he was guaranteed a title shot if he didn't fight Benson Henderson. I was training with Frankie Edgar. I was training with, Chris Weidman would come from time to time. Some of the Jamie Varner, WEC champ. I would train with some of the best guys in the world. And I'd fucking hang. They beat me. Don't get me wrong. They were better than me. Don't get me wrong. But I'd hang. Like I'd be in there. Like I'd feel comfortable. And then there's just some guys that you run into and you can't do a fucking thing. And it's demoralizing. It's like, fuck. Like I've never been ragdolled like this. Like this, I like manhandled. And it's like, holy fuck, I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do because there's some guys that, no matter how hard you train and how hard you work, they're just flat out better than you.
Yeah, there's always somebody tougher.
Always. And I would actually love to see you roll Eric, dude. I'm not even joking, because he's got some really good jit skill. He's slick.
Yeah.
He went and trained with Damian Maya for a while. Damian Maya hired him as his wrestling coach.
Is he from Jersey? What's his
he's
name?
Eric Fajardo. He owns the Freedom Center. It's a small little gym, but I wish he fought.
Is he a black belt?
No, he's a black belt in judo, but he's not a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
I used to train with a kid, Eric. I think he used to train down by you. I don't know if it's the same kid.
He's got a bunch of
wrestled.
He's got a bunch of
kids now. A little older.
No. He's young. He's much younger. He's much younger. He's like 4 or 5 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
But he's a fucking monster, dude. And it honestly, like, he's one of those guys, and it drives me nuts. And I hope he hears me say this, because I say it to him. I say it to him all the time. Like, Eric, you should be fucking fighting. Like, you should be in the cage. You should be fighting. Like, I'm like, dude, I went in there and I hung with some of the best guys in the world, and you beat the fuck out of me. Like, you absolutely destroy me. And he just trains. All he does is train. And he's a great coach. He's a great instructor. But, like, I'm like, dude, you're literally wasting your talents. You're wasting something that you
gotta want it, though, man. Like, I've trained with high level guys my whole time, and I just never wanted to fight. Like, I was just coaching and building my school.
Yeah, but he wants to fight. That's the thing. Like,
if you want to, then do it, because you only have a small window.
Yep. And I keep telling him,
you only have a very small window to do it.
I keep telling him, like, just fucking do it. Just take a fight. Just go. Just take an AMI fight. It doesn't go on your record. Just get in there. Because again, it's different. Like, getting in there for a fight is definitely different than getting in there for a wrestling match. Your adrenaline's running in a different way. But it's very similar. It's very similar. I'll tell you right now, like, wrestling definitely helped me prepare for a fight. Because, you go out in a match, it's
mental
just
toughness,
well, it's not just that, just like,
and then dealing with the anxiety and everything else.
You versus one other person. You have no other team to lean on. You can't be like, hey, it's his fault. Like, everybody that's there, that's watching, is watching your match. Like, all the parents that are there to see their kids, they're watching you. And
self-accountability, hyper focus, man. It is. It's crazy.
Your adrenaline's going, and you have to deal with that adrenaline dump. And people can't handle that stuff. People have no idea how their body reacts, or what they do when
they're fucking shakes and convulsing. Like, it's insane. That's why I give my youngest guy so much credit, man. He just gets out there, even on the stage. Like, he was nervous, but he just went out there, man, and he did his thing. And it's his first time at the States. But, he's like, all right, whatever. We're doing a submission-only tournament. I'm putting on the show in like 2 weeks. He's like, Dad, did you get me a guy? And I'm like, all right, bro, I'll get you a guy. And he's like, yeah.
I saw Gavin's in it. The baby's going?
No, not Gabe. Oh,
I was gonna say I saw Gavin's is gonna compete.
Yeah, Gav's got a super fight coming up. My middle one, Gunner, he was like, "Did you get me a fight, Dad?" I'm like, "No, man, you gotta train more than twice a week."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right." I'm like, "If you train more, next time I do one, we will definitely get you on there, but you got to put in the time, And he's like, "All right." And then the baby, like, I want to get him in the wrestling, but I'm just worried he's gonna start swinging. Like, he gets frustrated. Like, I have him doing jujitsu, and he does jujitsu like once or twice a week. But he's like, it's crazy because he's such an animal, but he's timid with other kids. But if it's his brother, he'll like rip his eyeballs out, and like he would be. But like, I'm just worried. Like, some kid starts playing him, and he's just like, oh yeah. And I'm like,
pull out a shank.
Yeah,
pull out a shank.
I know.
No,
out of his baby singlet.
But Garrett, you should know better than anybody. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, this kind of training, especially for somebody like Gabe, who's very aggressive in some instances, helps him harness that aggression. It helps him teach it. It teaches him how to use it and implement it in the right situation.
But he's still 4.
Oh, of course. I mean,
so as he gets older, it will help him harness it.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's fucking swinging, bro.
At a young age, that'll help him, because then the coach will correct him. The coach will correct him. Be like, "Yo, Gabe, you can't do that shit." You know what I'm saying? And he'll learn. And then when he goes home and he starts fucking with his brothers, it'll turn into a wrestling match instead of him getting pulling out his shank out of the vents and getting his brother. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, let's wrestle then. I'm not even joking.
You'll get a kick out of this, right? So we go to States, right? and we walk in the day before to watch the older kids wrestle before Gav has to wrestle on Sunday, right? The baby walks in. He has a jumpsuit on. First of all, he's always dressed like he's like in the Russian mob, right? So he's literally got his mohawk, sunglasses on, Russian tracksuit. He walks into the event. Next thing I know, I turn around. His shirt's off. Zip. Woo. He's got a fucking singlet on underneath his stuff. And he goes, I'm ready to wrestle. Oh, I go, Gabe, you can't just show up the stage. First of all, I'm like, when did you put a singlet on? You don't even wrestle. You got a singlet on. He literally walks in, unzips his shirt, like tosses his shirt to his mother. And he's like, I'm ready. And I'm like, where did you get a singlet? Dude, we were crying. Me,
Get
Randy,
him in
Gav.
there, dude.
Dude,
Get him
it
in
was
there.
so funny. He had his little mohawk. Then he's walking around the arena strutting his stuff with his little singlet on, and he's not even wrestling. Like,
bro,
he has,
let
like,
my man live. Let
Dude,
my
I
man
know,
live.
it
Get
was
him
so-
out there.
dude.
Just fucking get. He's ready, dude. I
You
don't
would've
know.
loved
Stop babying him. Get him in there. Put him in there. Stop babying him. He's ready, dude. That kid is a savage, a future state champ. I'm
Oh, I
calling it
hope
right
so.
now. That kid's going to be a monster. He's going to be a maniac.
He was so funny though. We're like, where did you get a singlet? He had him. He literally, we drove down to so he had the singlet on from the morning. Car drive down, didn't go to the hotel. Like he was wearing that singlet when he
Didn't
got
tell
up in
nobody.
the morning.
Didn't tell him.
Oh, it was hilarious, man. I was dying. We were crying, laughing. We're just like, look at this motherfucker. Oh, it was so funny.
Can you just put him in the back seat when you pick me up and like bring him with us?
Like, what up, gangster?
Just for pure entertainment purposes, dude. Like,
Yo, next
he
to
would
his
be
car
the
seat, he's got he brought it in my truck yesterday. You know those things like you hang your clothes on?
Yeah.
Well, he has like a Nerf gun and it has like a T on it. Also, I'm driving home today and I hear something clacking against my window. That motherfucker next to his car seat has a Nerf gun hanging from the window. So he's at the ready.
Bro, smart kid. It's 2023. See
Other
what's going
ones
on?
in the cup holder of his car seat. So he's got one here and one here.
Gabe, what's the plan there?
Dude.
What's the plan if someone attacks the car? How are we gonna?
Yo, he's ready, bro. He is ready.
Respect.
I know. And this is like,
Respect.
and this is just him, man.
Hey,
This
listen,
is how he is.
if I was raising kids in 2023, that's the kid I'd want, dude. That's the kid's ready to fucking go to war. Like, he's not going to run away from it. He's not going to shy away from it. He's going to fucking run in and not look back and char. He's going to be in the front fucking lines.
War crying. I know.
Banging his chest.
Yeah.
Ah!
I know. That's just, dude. That's just how he is, man. That's what, and I'd rather have him be like that. But
What a savage.
he's a Sour Patch Kid. First he's sour, then he's sweet.
He's a fucking savage. Respect, little Gabe. But Garrett, I know
On that note,
you got to get back to teaching other little savages. So we won't be back next Wednesday. I will be in New Jersey, so we have no winning Wednesday next week. And
well, hopefully we can get together and look for the giant gangbang on the government podcast orgy for two do men. Well,
yeah.
Hopefully both the Sergeant and Samurai, we the people, little great divide. It should be fun.
Yeah. I doubt Steve's gonna come. I doubt it. I'll put money on it that Steve's not coming. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening, Steve. You're not
on
coming.
his lunch break.
I bet you're not coming, Steve. Make me look stupid and show your ass up.
Steve, I would stick up for you. I love you, buddy, but I agree with James.
Tell your wife, make me a sandwich. I'm going to the.
Wow, shit! Shots fired. On that note, I'm out, man. I ain't fucking with Amy, bro.
I'm going to hang out with my friends. I'm going to hang out with my friends.
Bob.
Going to hang out with my friends. And Al would say the same thing, but he'd probably say it even meaner.
Yes, he would.
so tell her make you a sandwich. I'm going to hang out with my friends. I need a road sandwich.
I'm gonna go hang out with my friends.
Just put your foot down. Make a statement. Make a statement.
Oh, he's gonna get his ass kicked because of us.
Good. He deserves it because he's a bitch and he won't stand up for himself and show up to a fucking podcast event where he's going to get tons of views for his show and it's going to help him out.
It's just going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I don't even care. It's just going to be fun to hang out with the boys. I mean, like, obviously we've known each other forever, but we like, Skags and Cap, like we don't get to see them that often. We've only met them once or twice in person.
I've never met
Alan in person.
I've never met
Alan.
Alan. I've never met Alan. Alan's my co-host. Never met him in person. I've never met Skaggs or Cap in person. This is gonna be a good time. This is like Skaggs and the captain were on our show, and he's like, "Yo, you're coming home," because they might come to opening day. I got to text them today.
Yeah, they're Bronx boys.
But I told them I said, "Yeah, I'm coming home for opening day." They're like, "Wait, you're coming home when?"
I know, right away.
They were like, "When?" I was like, these are the dates, and they're like, "All right, if I plan something, would you come and hang out with us?" I was like, "I don't know. Tell me, what are you planning?" And he's like, "Why don't we all get together?" I'm like, "I'm in. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Pick up your ass, and then we're gonna take a drive to Connecticut."
Yeah. I would like to try to make that a 1-day trip because I have a lot of shit I got to do.
Oh, I hear you. Well, if I'm boozing, you might be driving back then.
That's fine. We can figure something out. We can figure something out.
It's not too far from my house. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. But all right, Garrett, it was fun. We'll be back in 2 weeks with some more Winning Wednesday. Until next time, guys, where we go one, we go all.
Sometimes bad things, horrible things happen to good people. I don't know why, but life isn't fair. That's the reality. A good person in the wrong place, in the wrong time, can end up just a victim of fate and of reality. And it can be horrible and heart-wrenching. But when those bad things happen to people around you, what are you going to do? How are you going to lead? Are you going to get angry? Are you going to get frustrated? Are you going to lash out at people? Are you going to start going down the spiral of negativity? Are you going to let this horrible situation dictate the way you feel and the way you handle it? Are you going to fall over and fall down and fall apart? Or are you going to lead? Are you going to face this issue with courage, with resolution? I say lead. Lead. Step up to the challenge. Be the one that other people look to. Absorb that impact. Absorb that negativity. Draw fire. Draw fire. That's when a member of a platoon, for tactical reasons, steps into the open to draw enemy fire. Maybe to give another part of his team the chance to move or distract the enemy. But that's what I say. Draw fire. Bring that pain to me. I can handle it when maybe others cannot. When bad things are happening, I am going to try and be the one good thing. The thing standing tall that can be relied upon. Because I know that attitude will spread. It will bolster those around me. And we will fight. And in fighting, we will win. And if not the battle, and if not the war, we will win because our spirit, it will never surrender. And that is the ultimate victory. To hold your head high, and even in the face of inescapable defeat, to stand and to fight. That is to win.